I ain't even start talking, and I'm talking to myself. But the trump is blowing right in the background. That's the thing about truly walking with God, and we all are on our missions, taking our journeys. But some of us just living, and we want to take the journey. Some of us has had the destiny swapped out, type of thing too. And somebody else is living your life, and you're living theirs. You know the guy that was walking around on the cartoon and he had the cloud over him. It was just raining on him and he being struck by lightning. And everybody else just living their life in the sun, but when he come around, he just being struck by lightning. Yeah, that type of situation. Or like Charleston White talking about Boosie and how the young man got about 10, 15 bodies on him or something like that. And this is, the way Charleston White laying it out and why he's so angry. Oh my God. That is what we call a form of destiny swapping. That would be that Boosie has swapped his destiny out for this young man's destiny. And while that young man probably had a promising lifestyle somewhere in his chart or something, and then he assumed that role, right? And then for where Boosie's supposed to be, he then swapped his destiny out with the young man, and Boosie's supposed to be there. These are the karmic cycles that are ran from by many people in the earth. And for Boosie, right, then touch some millions, that would be up on a higher level, right? And then down on this particular type of level, you would have someone like my ex who tried to swap her destiny out with my destiny, and she'll be living good and having a particular type of lifestyle, and it'll look like I'm the bad guy after they put the smear campaign out, kind of like the Boosie situation. It will make Boosie, Boosie a street nigga, but it'll look like, he's supposed to be a certain way, but the part of the cycle of you supposed to get what you have sown, he never get that part and continuously swap out the destiny, right, and live the young man's life, a promising life, had he not supposedly taken these lives, type of things. And that's the same shit I just went through, right? I supposed to be living a particular type of lifestyle because I live a certain. I don't party. I don't do none of that shit. Don't want. I'm not gonna be doing none of it. No time soon. No time later. I've done enough. So I've conditioned myself. I've been manifesting this shit for years now. It has taken me years to get where I'm at, and I'll be damned if anybody just swap out my shit, right? And this is why I had to learn who's who. And when I say who's who, I'm talking about Mama and Papa, our Heavenly Father and our Heavenly Mother. You understand? I had to listen to the angels. And this is where most of our our ancestors now, where they went wrong at. Right? And they went wrong. All right, where they went wrong at is they said God and they talked about God, they did all of this, but the truth is they didn't take it to the next level. And that's what they were supposed to do. Because there's a particular part in this where your ancestors supposed to get to jumping on folk, the angels and shit, get to jumping the shit out of these people and moving because you are able to say or just release them. I release you to do this, or just be conscious of them to be able to move in these particular areas in the 5D, the 6D, the 7D to the 13th D, right? To they'll be able to come down, break shit down from across all timelines, right? All your multi-dimensional beings that are with you across every timeline that was stuck in all of them different loops. Because people go back, and when they read history, they go back into them loops. When they get on TikTok, they run back into a loop, and they'll get stuck in that loop, and they'll be there all day, right? For example, most of the panels that I go to, they get shut down. I just left a panel. They just shut this shit down. It's because they'll get you caught in these loops. But I'm there to free the people. And once they don't want to accept it, then God shuts the shit down. That's the energy. It's source energy. And you must have these particular type of protection orders set in place. The protection orders that are set in place is those that's going to bring justice to your life for those that is able to be hijacked through the energetic cords that they have open, because they really don't want nothing in the first place, and it's just an argument, and then it becomes a sword fight. And if it's a woman, then it's still a sword fight. She just picked up a weapon. All right, but this is how destiny swapping, how it manifests, because people will start projecting that particular energy onto everybody else. And once they see somebody that they can manipulate and things like that, or that they think is naive, not knowing that that person is just full of love, ain't nothing naive about them. They are nobody's fool, but your stupid ass gonna try to go dog her out because she's younger than you, and you're able to get one over on her. But you 42 years old, but you don't want to be with a 42-year-old. You want to be with a 30-year-old, a 25-year-old. And you're stuck in a time loop. That's a form of destiny swapping. But what'll be more deep is that she got the ups on you, and she know all about this shit, and she gonna swap out with you and all of the shit that you got, and you gonna try to keep that young thing and make sure she and he got some money, and you thinking you doing your 1-2 and your big one, but in reality, they've been poisoning your ass for the last 12 years. Huh? About to get ready, and they're gonna swap your ass out in their youth. They're gonna stay with you 15 years, huh? Yeah. Until that time is up, when they sold your ass off to somebody or something, huh? One of them demons. That's why you so bent on speaking about your heavenly father, but that ain't Papa. Papa is Papa and Mama. Honor your mother and your father, your days shall be long on the earth, or you'll be cut short. It's the only one that comes with a blessing and a curse. The very image of. So when we hear these things, and then you see a woman, she's scared and everything, and you supposed to protect her because this is who you are. You're the limestone that covers the pyramid herself. But you can't be that, right? Remember, white makes you look bigger, black makes you look smaller. Huh? And we always cover. So when you get to stripping the pyramid of its limestone, then you can't see she has any protection. So you want to swap out for mounds. Yeah, type of shit is that. These power structures, these energetic temples in the earth that they can go in and tomb raid using these tomb raiders, these devils, these demons, and then they walk around as the actual power structures when you see them. Like I said in the one video, this is dealing with the delectable Negro because melanin is ingestible. and it's a semi superconductor of energy. It's the push and pull mechanism, like all things in the earth, Papa and Mama, and everything that you see. But they'll come around, these vampires, these demons and devils, and they just projecting, and now you are them and they are you. And you're walking around like that little dude with the lightning striking your ass all day.